Alright, hello everyone, it's Team Rocket Draws here with another Pokemon drawing tutorial. And for this video guys, we're gonna end up drawing Grookey. So as you guys can see on screen, this is how he ends up looking like. So if you guys want to learn how to draw him, then let's get started. I'm also gonna put up a reference right now on screen, that way it's easier for you guys to draw, and at the same time you guys can get all your details. Just keep in mind guys that we are gonna start out by doing a sketch, and then from there on you guys are gonna do your final drawing. So remember to press on your pencil slightly guys, we're gonna be doing a lot of erasing. Alright, so first of all we're gonna start by doing a circle for the actual head guys. So depending on how big you want to do the drawing or the sketch, just remember that the size of the actual circle that we're starting off with is gonna be the size of his head. Alright, so once we do that guys, we're gonna split it in half both ways, and I recommend that you guys try to get it as close as you can to the way that I have it here, as close as you can to a perfect circle. You guys can use anything like a bottle or a soda can depending how big you guys want it, and use that. But once we have that guys, we're gonna do the body right here and actually make it too long. One of the things that I go by doing the body right here is actually it should be a little bit shorter than half of the circle. So I'm using a random piece of paper that I have right here on me, and yeah, I realized that I measured kind of like half of the circle, and I realized it was too long for the body, so I go ahead and I do that. So once we have this overall shape guys, it's gonna be easier to do everything else. So now we can get started on the actual snout. We're gonna just do an oval shape, and just a little line for his mouth right there. He's always smiling. And now for the actual eyes, so just try to make these as close as you can to like the same size and shape. Right there you guys notice that the right side is actually a little bit bigger than the one on the left, and that's fine guys. It doesn't have to be perfect. If you guys want to make it perfect, then go ahead and just try to make it as even as possible. Once we have that, we could just continue and do the eyes right here. So I'm using this paper just to measure the size and the length of the actual circles, that way I know that they're similar, and then as well as the actual eyes in the inside. There we go. Now for the pupil right there, I measured the pupil just to make sure that they're the same size, and I actually got it on the first try. Believe it or not, that's something that I always have trouble with, although it seems like the left eye is a little bit lower than the right. You guys can make it even, like I said, it's fine with that. Now for the actual leaves here at the top, and as long as you guys make them the same size, then that's fine right there. Then we can just add the little twig that he has behind the leaves. Now for the actual ears guys, it comes out around there. They just connect, and once again just try to get them as close as you can, as the same shape and size. Overall the one on the right comes out a little bit bigger on mine, but I don't mind it. You guys could just fix yours. So one of the areas that I had trouble with was doing the actual hands or the legs right here. I couldn't get them the same size. The one on the left is a little bit more thicker than the one on the right, so I do have trouble. You guys are gonna see me going and erasing it over and over, trying to get it the same. In the end, I think it did an okay job at doing that, but yeah, this area I had a lot of trouble doing this specific area, so I recommend that you guys look at the reference to get a better idea. So once we have that, we can just do those half circles for the leg, and we're able to see a little bit in between the hands right there. Now for the tail, and we're basically done with Grookey guys. Now you guys could just go ahead and erase some of these reference lines that we did earlier, and yeah, we could erase some of those lines that are not supposed to be there. So we have our overall sketch now. From here on guys, it's just a matter of adding any small details and just fixing anything, because now that we have our overall sketch, anything that doesn't look right, now is like the best time to change it because it's more noticeable. So one of the things, like I mentioned before, was those the thickness of the arms. I was trying to make them the same thickness, and I was just having a hard time with the actual fingers. I just couldn't get them right guys. Like I tried so many times, and I think once I do my final outline, I try again, just because I was just having a hard time with that. So due to me looking at the drawing at an angle guys, like I mentioned before, the eyes don't look right. The right ear comes out a little bit bigger, but that's just because I'm looking at it a little bit further away. So once I actually finish with with my sketch right here, I erased everything just because I want a clean outline. You guys can go ahead and make any changes there, but here I have my final outline, guys. I erased the whole drawing, and then even though that I erased it, I can still see some of those lines that I did before, and I basically made any changes necessary. Now you guys can see that the arms are a little bit more similar, although the one on the left is still a little bit thicker, but overall I think it came out okay. Yeah, so I did use my watercolor pencils to color him, guys. Then I just using my brush right here to actually lay down the water to make him watercolor and get the like base color to him. And then I used my regular color pencils to do a little bit on the shading, although I wasn't too happy on the way that he came out at the end, guys. But like, I'm still learning that coloring. I'm still learning how to do stuff. One of the things that I wish I would have done now that I finished them was that instead of using a black, because I use the black right now, instead of using the black right there for the shadows, I wish I would have used a darker green, like a darker green and kind of like a blue in there a little bit. I think it would have made it look a little bit better. And then, because in person, guys, in the actual like in real life, it looks a little bit better than it does here on the camera. It's just that the light is actually going onto the pencil, and it's kind of making it super light, but in real life, guys, it looks a little bit better than it does right here. But overall, I think it came out pretty okay. Here's a better look at it and how it came out. It's a little bit darker in real life, and overall, guys, I think I liked it at the end. But like I mentioned before, instead of using that really dark black, I wish I would just use the dark green, and I think it would have gave it a little bit better effect. Another thing was just working a little bit more on my coloring, because if you guys look at the reference, he doesn't have no shading, so I kind of had to imagine where the shading would go, where the light would hit, where everything would hit. So I'm not that good at to do that right now. I'm still practicing, so this is more of just a drawing tutorial, guys. My coloring is not the greatest, as you guys can see, but I'm still trying and I'm still learning. And if you guys could get something out of my drawing or my final outline or my final drawing, I guess, coloring wise, then go for it, you know. I'm always happy to point out any mistakes that I made. That way you guys could, like, when you guys are doing yours, you just make sure that you guys don't do the same mistakes, or at least notice what I notice on mine, right? Because it's never gonna come out perfect. But overall, guys, I like it and I think he came out good. So let me know in the comment section if I was able to help you guys out, and let me know if you drew him. And yeah, I guess that's gonna be it for this episode. Don't forget to leave a like and subscribe for more videos, and I guess I'll just catch you guys on the next one. Team Rocket Draws out.